Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to do some plumbing. I'm using, I used to copper everything, but then it got to be, you know, more work with the fire and the things. So what I did was I finally got around to investing into one of these things. It's a Milwaukee opener or Pex A device. It's kind of pricey, but once you have it, it makes your life easier. And then I got all these connections, and even the Pex A I bought, not the opener, but I bought this from the Alpha Pex guy. I believe it was on Amazon maybe, but I mean, and these are also the same thing, but they only go on one way, like so. And then you got to make sure that the fittings that you have here, I made sure that these fittings were Pex A on this side, because you can accidentally end up with Pex B. But other than that, it's pretty simple. Is you take the right adapter, and it comes with a couple adapters, and this is a half inch. It says so right there. And then you just start here and work your way in, and make sure that this collar is already on, and then just let it work and do its job. And then let it go there for a couple times so it's nice and stretched. And then just push it down and hold it until it comes back. And then that is a watertight seal. No flames, no, you know, anything. And one thing is that once you have all the tools and the fit, it's actually not that expensive. I mean, the piping and the connectors are not that expensive. I gotta get some 90s for these, because I've got such a tight space. But then, you know, I can just, you know, this stuff is super flexible, other than the other stuff. So this flex, almost a 90 here, is not such a bad deal. Okay, so yeah, this tool about 300 bucks, but once you use it a few times, well worth it. And then to get plumbing that, you know, doesn't leak, this is one of those European. Again, I got this control valve from Amazon, and I don't know, I was thinking of, you know, soldering and everything, and that got to be just a pain. So instead I bought these adapters that screw into here, just like if you were going to do copper, similar to this, with an NPT thread on it, and then you would solder this side. But instead I got these with the Pex A fitting, half-inch on the other side, and it just makes life easy. I'll get some 90s, because I don't have any 90s on right now. So, and then I can finish this up, and then this I can just put a small scoop on it and take it down. But otherwise, I mean, totally waterproof, watertight. 3 wraps of Teflon. Tighten this down, and this is not going anywhere. So this is just a quick video of showing how a Pex A pipe would work. Here I'm going to take you up, and there's the other connection I'm going to do on top. Hopefully you can see it. And this is going to go right to that right there, and I'm going to make that. I'm going to put that fitting home right there. Okay, so for that shower. So give me a second and let me take care of that. There you go. Done at the top, nice and top, right at the top here. I just leave this here so when I do all the, you know, tile work, that it sticks out and I know where the holes are. But anyways, I'll put one of these bend supports here on here. But this Pex A can tolerate this type of bend without issue, and then it goes right down to here. And like I said, once I get the 90s, I'll take care of the other stuff, and then finish some of the other water for this and bring it down from the floor. But otherwise, this is just a quick video to show you guys how great Pex A is, and no restrictions on flow, which is one of the big complaints about Pex B. And make sure you get a nice cutter, so you get a nice square shoulder, so that when you do cut before you put the sleeve on, that you get a nice cut. Alright, thank you.
Alright guys, here's a good example of Pex A versus Pex B. This side is Pex A, this side is Pex B. You can clearly tell the difference. I realized that Home Depot sells a lot of Pex B. Even the tubing and everything is usually Pex B, and you can really tell by the ends of the fittings what type, you know, the fittings are for. But Pex A is technically I think it's better. And so make sure that when you purchase fittings that it is actually for Pex A products, because this will not work, because you can tell diameter wise Pex B is smaller to fit over the tubing, and then using the crimp tool versus stretching out the tubing and then having the tubing's memory clamp over the fittings. So just a heads up there, just for between the two.
Guys, here it is. I got the 90 degrees in, so I put those 90-degree bends in here because it was too tight for one of these radiuses, but I also got one of these half-inch radius so that I get a nice smooth bend. So all of it is hooked up now, and I'm going to insulate, test it, of course, for what I think. But that's basically hot, cold, and then the feed. So there you go, guys. And again, Pex A. Only way to go, I guess, now. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for subscribing. Have a wonderful day, guys. Take care.